lovely YouTubers. Thank you for joining me. I was looking through some photographs yesterday and I happened to see one that was taken 12 years ago on the day, and lying on my bed beside my partner at the time was a book that I recognized, and I thought, let me pick that book up and have a look through it again. And I wanted to read you a poem from that book, one that I had marked all those years ago as one that I loved. And it's not necessarily a happy poem, but I think it is beautiful nevertheless. And as always, it's by Charles Bukowski, and it's from the beautifully titled Mockingbird, Wish Me Luck. And I think maybe that's, I don't know, is it my imagination to say that maybe using the word mockingbird is trying to piggyback a little bit on the back of some famous book that you may have heard of, To Kill a Mockingbird. But anyway, the poem is called Consummation of Grief, and there's, unfortunately, don't hate me for this, the little earmark that I made 12 years ago when I was reading this book for the first time. Consummation of Grief by Charles Bukowski. I even hear the mountains, the way they laugh, up and down their blue sides, and down in the water the fish cry, and all the water is their tears. I listen to the water on nights I drink away, and the sadness becomes so great I hear it in my clock. It becomes knobs upon my dresser. It becomes paper on the floor. It becomes a shoehorn, a laundry ticket. It becomes cigarette smoke, climbing a chapel of dark vines. It matters little. Very little love is not so bad, or very little life. What counts is waiting on walls. I was born for this. I was born to hustle roses down the avenues of the dead. A short poem, a beautiful poem. This was a publication in 1972, so relatively speaking, somewhat early. Charles Bukowski didn't really become known until 50, and then in his 50s, and he died at the age of 74, so it was a relatively short career, a relatively short life, I suppose you could say. But anyway, go out there and explore the wonderful world of Charles Bukowski. Thank you for joining me.